Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your tarot card of the day for Sunday, April 27th, 2025. The card we have today is the King of Pentacles, and this one comes to us from artist Jeremiah Colmenares for the deck 78 Tarot Mythical. First, I want to say new moon blessings. Today is our new moon at 7 degrees Taurus, very appropriate for our King of Pentacles, I must say. And of course, this is where the moon is exalted. However, how it's working for you could all depend on how things have been with that last Mars-Pluto opposition, which happened yesterday in the signs of Leo and Aquarius. Because after moving into Taurus early in the morning today, the moon is going to be square to Pluto and to Mars. Then the new moon comes a little bit later. So this can create some tense moments. Fortunately, with moon aspects, they do tend to pass. But I really think a lot of this depends on how yesterday's opposition was panning out for you. So let's talk about our King of Pentacles, shall we? Because he is earthy. He is grounded. He's a good card to have on a Sunday because he's like the ultimate dad, making time for his kids and all that kind of stuff. But today he really even has more of that feel, like that, I call it a singular focus that Taurus has. Because if you ever think of, like the bull with the blinders on, and Taurus doesn't see, all the distractions on the left or the right or whatever, and focuses straight ahead on one thing only. And that's okay, because we still have plenty of Aries energy going around to keep us moving in different directions. But if we can take the Taurus energy and focus on one thing at this new moon, we might just be able to see ourselves making some headway with it. And this is the guy to do it. He concerns himself with more like the material world, all right, which isn't a bad thing because he's a provider. That's why I said he's like the ultimate dad. He makes sure the people he cares about have everything they need. It's like whether that means focusing on work to, bring home that paycheck or something else which, puts him in a better position financially. Because in his mind, all right, and it's not a bad thing, this is how he measures his worth, his security, his bottom line, and more so through creature comforts. Now, whenever the moon is in Taurus, we can all get in a little bit of trouble, especially perhaps with an indulgent Venus being at the very tail end of Pisces where it is exalted. We got a lot going on there with the exaltation today. And I always remind everyone, don't go grocery shopping with a Taurus moon without a list, because you never know what wind up in that cart. So we have an indulgent king, an indulgent moon, and an indulgent Venus, and everybody in breakout mode. We talked about that for the entire past week, really, and things do want to change, but remember, right now is not the time to get carried away.